All right, what's up, y'all? So today I'm going to be going over how to polish AR15 feed ramps. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet, show you how I do it, what upper I'm doing it to, why I'm doing it, all that good stuff. So I have a Radical Firearms RF15 upper with a higher grade BCM bolt carrier group and a BCM charging handle, and then my accessories on top: Romeo 5, Great Dot high-rise mount, Streamlight Pro Tac, and yeah, I want a little bit more quality out of this upper and out of this barrel because it's a budget upper, you know, Radical barrel, Radical upper, Radical receiver. So if you're throwing a high-quality bolt carrier group in, this is a great idea to polish it. You don't necessarily have to polish them. I mean, some people that say that you should, some people say that you shouldn't, some people say it doesn't matter, some people say, yeah, hell yeah, do it. Me, hell yeah, do it. So I'm gonna kind of show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you what I'm using. So I have Flitz metal compound. That's what I'm gonna be using to polish. And for Dremel wheels, I'm using is this variety pack off of Amazon. It comes with all these different wheels, accessories. It comes with the extra Dremel attachments for these wheels. It comes with your bigger wheels, your smaller wheels, and all that good stuff. I'll link that in the description, and I'll link the polish in the description too. So this is a wheel I'm gonna be using. It's the pin type wheel. It's about the size of my pinky. And for the buffer I'm using, it is a bench top mount grinding wheel / buffer attachment, or Dremel attachment, whatever. Anyways, so that's what I'm using. You can use the handhelds, you can get the kits that already come with all the wheels, but I wanted a bench top because I use the grinder, all that stuff, and the Dremel works great. I'll link that too, and I'll link the other stuff. So let's get to it. So I've already done some polishing on this one. This one's already been polished, and I kind of stopped halfway through, and I was like, I'm gonna make a quick video on it. Plus, this is my first ever actual video / tutorial video. So anywho, I'm gonna show you how to do it and what it looks like after you do it and why I do it. So what you want to do, take your wheel, which if you use the pin wheels, this one I had to take a screwdriver and kind of file the end of it to like a sharper point, like turn it on, run it, and then file it to a sharper point so you can get in them feed ramp grooves, because you don't want to stay in one spot too long. It might just be a buffing wheel, but you can still take material off and cause problems if you take too much off. So I took a little bit off of it and made it a sharper point. That way I could get in them ramps better. So you'll take your compound, and I do it like this, that way so it's not slinging compound and stuff everywhere. Just put a little bit on your wheel. It doesn't take a lot. Just a little bit like that. And you want to take your upper. Some people say to take the barrel out because that's the only way to do it. You can do it with the barrel in there. You can disagree, you can agree. It doesn't really matter to me because what I do, it works, and it works efficiently. So I'm doing it with the barrel in there. So you just want to take that and come in from the bottom of your receiver and just rub that compound on both your feed ramps, get it all smeared on there, and get it all evenly on there, all over the feed ramps, what you're going to be polishing. And then kick your buffer on, turn your RPMs down low. Don't run super high RPMs because you're going to, you know, take off more material, more all that. I run it real low, and I come in from underneath like so, and then I just work the feed ramps. Start with one feed ramp, work front to back on all around that one feed ramp, and get most of that compound burnt off or burnt in there, and get it all shiny. Hit the edges a little bit, take any burrs off. And once you do that, switch to your other one. Do the same thing. Forward and back. I know you can't really see, but I'll show you an after. Get the edges a little bit, and then just work the center front to back. I also even come down to the bottom of the receiver. So the bottom of the receiver where the feed ramps come up to, I hit the edges of those a little bit. hit the edges of those grooves on the receiver too, to kind of smooth those up from any burrs, any imperfections, like so. And just go around it till you get a good shiny mirror type finish, and yeah. Oop, try not to do that. Alright. Okay, so after you burn most of your compound and everything off and get that shiny finish that you want, you don't have to go crazy on it. It's not, you know, super, oh, what's the word for it? Don't even really know the word, but it doesn't have to be super perfect, I guess. Just as long as you get a good mirror finish on both ramps, there's no burrs on the edges of those feed ramp lips, get a nice shiny quality finish, don't take too much material off, and then you have yourself a polished feed ramp. And like I said, on the receiver, take a little bit of compound and hit the edges of that receiver too, right where those feed ramps end at. Get any burrs off there. It helps the whole process and all that good stuff. The reason I do it is because it just gives it more of a glassy finish, so whenever you release your bolt and you send around home, you know, it's a lot more smoother of an action, and you can normally feel it. You can feel like the more of a glassy feel, it's more of a smoother chambering, and as it gets dirty and builds up more carbon and stuff in there from shooting several rounds, it still feeds consistent, and it works. It feels smoother. Some people can't tell a difference. Me personally, if you do it right, you can tell a difference, a big difference. And I mean, I recommend you taking the barrel out, but like I said before, you don't have to. It doesn't really matter as long as you get a smooth, even finish and you don't take off too much. If you're not comfortable with doing it in there, pull your rail off, pull your barrel nut, and just pull your barrel off and throw it in a vise, which you can do that. That's the authentic, correct, appropriate way, but you can still do it within the receiver. And then, yeah. And once you do that, make sure you clean it really good. Clean out that chamber. What I do is I take compressed air and I blow it all out, blow that chamber out real good, blow out in here where your bolt carrier and charging handle is, blow that all out, clean it out real good, wipe it down, re-oil it, and I even run a cloth through the barrel to make sure you don't have any compound or crap in the barrel. And then, yeah, you have polished feed ramps. I'll link this stuff in the description, and yeah, that's about it. That's a good tutorial on how to get started on polishing. You know, you can take my video for what it is and try it out for yourself, or you can go to someone else, and whatever you want to do. Do it however you feel comfortable, whatever method that you like the best from different videos or whatever. But this is probably the easiest and the most efficient way to do it without taking everything apart and, you know, buying these high dollar kits. You can buy $7 kit on Amazon, some $8 compound, however much it is, and just buy you a cheap buffer from Harbor Freight. Done deal. Watch this video, you're set. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have a lot more videos coming on different tutorials. I also have this rifle in there and what I did build wise. And yeah, it's a budget build. I'll have all the specs and info and a later video so you can kind of see, you know, if you want to start a budget build. I got a budget build video coming and what I did to this one. And yeah, if you would like, subscribe if you want to see some more videos. I do a little bit of everything between backwoods, hunting, guns, anything you can think of. Probably some fishing videos. We'll see. But yeah, like, subscribe, you know, share it around with your friends if they need help doing the same things or whatever. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm out.